Well, this is a very exciting day for us here at Cupertino Community Services. We're so excited. Woo! As some of you, or most of you may know, we are celebrating our 30th anniversary, and we think this is the greatest, this is the best anniversary present that the community could be giving to us. So thank you so much for making this happen and making it a reality. Thank you. I want to welcome all our guests today. I want to welcome all of our new friends and old friends. We are honored today to have many, many people who have been involved in this, involved in making CCS last for the past 30 years, and involved in making Vista Village a reality. I just want to take this opportunity to thank our board of directors, CCS board of directors. Can you raise your hands if you're CCS board members? There you go. Thank you so much. Now, can you raise your hands if you have been a former CCS board of directors or a future CCS board of directors? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the work, hard work, and commitment and passion that you put into this agency and to lead us to where we are today. So I also want to take this opportunity to thank some executive directors who are here with us. I know that Sally Brennan is here. Sally, where are you? Yes, come Sally. Jan Stevenson, wonder if she's here. Okay, and of course, Mary Ellen Chell, who's right here with us. These women have worked so hard, along with the board of directors to make this agency what it is and to give it the feel of what we are all about. So thank you so much, all of you, for being a part of us and continue to be a part of us. Thank you so much. At this point, I would like to introduce Tom Hall, who is our current board president, and he'll have a few words to say.
Welcome, everybody. Quite an exciting day. We've been busy over the last couple of years, as you can see. The buildings are ready. We're starting to get people moving in. Our executive offices are here now, so we're up and working. I want to thank all of the major donors that are here in the area. I want to thank all of the people that have participated in the financing of this. This has been quite a project, and thanks to some of our partners in the Valley, we have been able to make this reality. We've been able to bring it together with Bridge Housing, one of the premier builders in low-income housing, affordable housing. The city of Cupertino has played one of the major parts in it. But we've had participation from Los Altos, Sunnyvale, Santa Clara, Saratoga, with the Housing Trust of Santa Clara County, and all of our members of the community. Everybody has participated in this. We've had Cupertino National Bank providing financing, so we've had a full community involvement in this operation. And now I'd like to introduce some of the city dignitaries and other dignitaries that are helping share the day with us. We've got Michael Chang, Mayor. We've got Sandra James, Vice Mayor. And Sandra, we know that you've played a major part in getting the funding of this thing and getting this thing going. So a special thanks to Sandy. Richard Lowenthal, member. And Dolly Sandoval, council member. We've got Shiloh Barlard, who is the Senator Baron Scher's representative. Cupertino Union School District, Ben Lau. Ben is back here. and Palo Alto School Board member John Barton. John. And we've got former city council people. Don Barnett, where is Don? Welcome, Don. Barbara Rogers. Barbara. And Laura Lee Sorensen. Where is Laura Lee? All right. And
Got Gary McHugh from the school district.
sorry, and Gary McHugh, the Cupertino Union School District. And if I've missed anyone, just raise your hand and we'll acknowledge you. Okay, and again, thanks for being here today. The weather wasn't the best, but it looks like it opened up and is shining on us for this moment. So thank everybody, and let me ask, who's coming up? Okay, thank you very much.
At this point, I'd like to introduce Mary Ellen Chell, Executive Director of CCS from 1994 till 2000. And this is the woman who started all this business, so she'll tell you about it.
Thanks, Jaclyn, and thank you all for being here. I want to say that we as a community should be very proud of this project because it took all of us. It took all of us to get this thing off the ground. And I'm going to talk about just a few of the highlights, the history of how this got started. And I'll try to be brief. I do have a few pages of notes here. Again, as Tom said, it took a lot of people. It took the grace of a power greater than ourselves and the support of many, many people. When I started at CCS in July of 1994, I was making the rounds, going down to see the homeless coordinator to talk about, to get to know her, Kathy Espinoza Howard. And she was the one who pointed out this little piece of property by the firehouse, and she said, you know, you could do some affordable housing there. I was just starting as director, and I said, oh yes, Kathy, you know, in the next year maybe we'll do something. Then it feels like it's going to start raining. What do you think? All right. After being here for a while in the community, I talked with Bob Cowan, who was the head of planning for Cupertino, and he said, you ought to do a mixed-use project over there on that firehouse property. You could have your own CCS building and some affordable housing. Sure, Bob, you know, and maybe in a couple of years we'll take care of that. So then we started thinking about it, and we were just totally out of space at the Quinlan Community Center. And at one of our board retreats, we talked about what other projects we could do. How could we expand CCS? But we kept coming up against the fact that there was not any more room. We'd have to start stacking people desk upon desk. And I think Jaclyn did do that at one point. But the board of directors, we talked about doing this project, and they agreed. We said at the time, I think it was going to cost about $2 million to do this. You know, you got to start small and reel them in slowly. But they agreed. The board got behind this, heart and soul, and it was amazing. So that's when it really started taking off. We're looking for a developer. Who was going to help us do that? We had no experience. Our board didn't, except for Jane, perhaps. But we didn't know how to go about this affordable housing development. So Jane and I went to a group on the peninsula, and they said, you guys can't do it. You can't do it. Let affordable housing to the pros. That is all Jane Asher needed to hear. We can't do it. That was it. So Jane and I looked around, and we were very fortunate to find Bridge Housing and Lydia Tan, who helped us with doing everything to get this project off the ground and where it is today. Then we had to wait for this firehouse to be built. I would bug Doug's sport leader all the time, calling him, writing him, don't forget, Doug, that's our property, that's ours, that's ours. Of course, Doug had no say in who was going to get it, but he knew that we were determined to get this. Then we had to go to the Board of Supervisors to secure the property, and I think you've all heard about Sandy James' very delicate touch in letting Supervisor Joe Simidian know that we needed this property and he needed to give his approval. So she kind of cornered Joe, and he very graciously agreed to help us secure the property. Then we had to get the city buy-in, and I have to give thanks to our council at that time because we had a unanimous vote. It was Mayor Michael Chang, Don Burnett, Wally Dean, but Wally stopped by up at the office one day and he took me down in his little red car to another affordable housing project, and he said, "I don't want anything like that in Cupertino." So, oh, yeah, okay, give me your vote, you got it. And of course, Sandy James and Richard Lowenthal. So I want to thank that council because without that kind of support, we wouldn't be here today. Then we had, yes. Yep. Thank you all. We were very fortunate in finding our architect, and I see Rick Williams is here today. I don't know where he got to, but there he is. Thank you. They did such an outstanding job. Beautiful, beautiful job. And our builder, Dick, are you here? He's on vacation. Well, those were the guys that did, okay. And we also had some help from Prometheus with Dan and Jackie Saphir helping out. One of the other big issues whenever you put a project like this in is NIMBYism. And I have to say, Rick Williams and the board members, CCS board members and myself had some major concerns about the neighbors because this is a central location. But there were a few people who had concerns, but we met with them. We addressed the concerns that they had. And there are people like Sandra and Don Boren who helped ease the passage and help other people understand. This was a good thing for this neighborhood, so I thank the neighbors for that as well. And then it came to lining up funds. That was a major project. We had, I think this project grew ultimately to about $7 million, somewhere around there. A lot of our funders are here today. And the affordable housing part, I think, was the easy part because everyone wanted to see more affordable housing in Cupertino. As you know, the hard part was the capital campaign, and Don is going to talk about that. But there are two people that I want to acknowledge who did the heavy lifting here. And Dick Lohmiller, can you just come up a sec? I have to tell you, I had the fun part. The part that I did was really the fun part, you know? And when it came time to do the heavy lifting, we had to get somebody who was Superman and who could really get the job done. And that was Dick Lohmiller. So I want to thank Dick. Okay. And Dick reminded me that Tom Early is here. Tom, where are you? Hey, thank you very much from Bridge Housing. Thank you. Appreciate your help. The other person that we could not have done without to get this going was our new executive director. Jaclyn Fabre has done an outstanding job. Jaclyn came in and hit the ground running and made sure that the agency continued to do an outstanding job in the community while all the insanity of this building was going on. And I just want to thank you for everything that you have done, Jaclyn. That's it. I am very grateful for having had the opportunity to be at CCS and be part of this community. And I thank you all because it did take all of us to get us where we are today. Thank you.
If we had birth mothers to this project, then this man right here, Don Allen, is the godfather of this project. However you want to take that.
Thought I was going to be a birth mother there for just a minute. This is a great day for Cupertino. I think that Mary Ellen said it very elegantly when she referred to a higher power. And if you'll just humor me for a moment. Give me an amen. Amen. Roy, that's why you do that. What the power. Oh. If you have a chance, take these programs home and look at them at your leisure, but you'll notice the first 3 or 4 major donors on the list, and I hesitate to separate them from the rest, but they are the ones who provided the most funding. The Sobrato family, the Lowenthal family, and the Cali family, all families. That's what this whole effort really amounted to. Today, the city of Cupertino grows up. We reach out to the people who need a little bit of help, the people, incidentally, who make our life a pleasant life here in Cupertino. 24 families will be able to have a decent home here and would not have without the effort of every one of you. So you're all to be blessed. Thank you very much for what you've done for this city. The campaign was probably the easiest campaign that I've ever been involved with in my life. It took 5 months. We just went around and talked to a bunch of people we knew. I have no more friends, but other than that, and I don't think we had a single person that said no, not one. It was simply an effort and a cause whose time had come. So bless all of you for having done that. This is a wonderful, wonderful project that all of us can remember with pride for many, many years to come. Bless you all.
I don't know if Don knows this, but when we were considering the names to Vista Village, several names came up that's like Don Allen Apartments, the Allen Arms, and so the board and the staff and everybody in the community is so appreciative, Don. Thank you so much for all you've done. You have truly been godsend. Thank you so much. At this point, I would like to invite the Mayor of Cupertino, Michael Chang, to say a few words.
Hello, how are you? Is this a happy day? Can we say congratulations? Congratulations, and congratulations to all of us. I think the theme that Mary Ellen Chell and Don Allen mentioned was that it took a whole community to build this, and it's truly a great thing for Cupertino. And as we came, were you thinking about the rain when you were coming? Tell me the truth, right? Right. We were thinking about the rain, and I was thinking about the rain. And it actually made me think about how life is not always sunshine, that sometimes there's rain, and in an economy like this, there's rain in some people's lives. And it made me think that when there's rain in some people's lives, we need an organization such as CCS who could help take care of us. And I think Don Allen hit right on the note that this is something important. This is something that reflects the maturity of Cupertino, that we could take care of different people that may not always be as fortunate as ourselves, and that each one of us here, gathered here, have played a role in it. Some big, some small, some this way, some that way, but it's an important role. And I think we could be very proud of ourselves collectively in doing this. I am particularly proud to be speaking on behalf of the city of Cupertino, because the city has been a major partner in this. And we supported this not just by just talking about it. As you know, councils, mayors, we give a lot of spiritual support to many things. But here, we put down real money, right? In a tune of a couple $1 million. But we did that willingly. And each of the council members that have been involved, they didn't just take a vote to approve this just like that. It was a project that was right from the beginning. We knew in our hearts, each one of us, that this is the right kind of project, this is the right kind of future, this is the right kind of statement for Cupertino. And each one of us took that vote very seriously to support this. And each one searched within themselves and says, is this the way we want to spend our affordable housing money? And the answer was yes, absolutely. And that's why you saw, whether it be former council members, Don Burnett that's here, Wally Dean, John Staton, present council members, each one of us have supported this whole project wholeheartedly, steadfastly, unwaveringly. Cupertino needs affordable housing. That is a no-brainer. Here we have 24 units, but we had over 300 families applied, I think. So we have a way to go, but this shows us the right way to proceed. Cupertino also needs CCS, and over the years, CCS has proven itself to be an organization that cares about people who sometimes need a little bit of help. And each one of us can be in that position. And the thing that I liked about CCS is how they've grown. They've grown to take care of an ever-larging group of communities, whether it be the old-timer community, the immigrant community, Caucasian community, the Asian community, the other minorities, different groups of people. They have expanded their support and their programs with everybody's support in doing that. I also want to mention a few people who I think have been key players in this. Mary Ellen Chell was mentioned. Jaclyn Fabre, the current executive director. People like Don Allen that came up, stepped up to the plate and made the funding look easy. You know it's not easy, right? It's really not easy. But they make it look easy. Dick Miller that stepped up and was very involved in the project. Other people from the city side, such as Don Brown, who was very helpful in especially the early stages of doing some of the work with the fire department. And then, of course, the different council members. I think Sandy James have been appropriately acknowledged for her enthusiasm and her part in this project. But I don't want to forget other council members, such as Richard Lowenthal, that has played a big role in this and serves on the board. Dolly Sandoval, that has also worked very hard on the board and different aspects of CCS. And myself, Patrick Kwok, we all support this project wholeheartedly. So it is with this that I want to congratulate this project for coming to a completion. And I've also had the honor of bringing a proclamation to celebrate this happy occasion. I've got 3 versions of this proclamation. One is for the Cupertino Community Services Vista Village grand opening. And then I have 2 that has a slight modification for Mary Ellen Chell and also Jaclyn Fabre, who are the executive directors. Okay? So if you would indulge me for 1 more minute, I'll read you a couple of lines from these proclamations. Whereas on Tuesday, April 29, 2003, the City of Cupertino wishes to recognize Cupertino Community Services at a grand opening of the Heart of the City project, and whereas CCS is a community-based organization that has been providing direct assistance and referral services to the community for more than 27 years, founded in 1973 by 3 public health nurses, the Cupertino Roundup became incorporated as Cupertino Community Services in 1976. And whereas in 1998, CCS executive director at the time, Mary Ellen Chell, initiated a 5-year project to build Vista Village, 24 apartments for low-income families as part of a true partnership between the city, the community, and business. And whereas, as an exemplary member of the community, CCS has built on its already strong relationships in Cupertino with a continuing legacy of collaboration and service excellence led by its current executive director, Jaclyn Fabre. Now, therefore, I, Mayor Michael Chang, and the Cupertino City Council do hereby recognize Cupertino Community Services Vista Village grand opening in recognition and appreciation of its importance and valuable services, helping the members and families of our community to be a healthy, happy, and active part of our city and lives. And I'm going to ask Mary Ellen Chell to come on up. Right here. Congratulations.
Thank you,
for all
Michael,
you've
for
done.
all you've
Thank
done.
you. And also, okay, good. I'm done. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I would like to recognize a few more people. I see here that Supervisor Liz Nisses has just joined us. Thank you so much for coming. And not that I want to point out any particular board members, but I just want to take this opportunity to congratulate Chuck Core and Joe Tembrock for your Crest Award coming up. And Chuck and Joe have been the chair of the building committees, and they have worked very, very hard to make this project reality. And Joe Tembrock was the original founding board members 30 years ago. So Joe is here somewhere. Thank you, Joe. Joe now lives in Santa Rosa, but he comes down for board meeting, and when he can't, he'll phone in. And so we have a lot of involved people that makes his family what it is. At this point, let me see if we have thanked everyone. I want to take this opportunity to thank the City of Cupertino. We are truly, truly privileged to have our operations here. Somebody just point. Okay. Sorry. We are truly, truly fortunate to have our operation here in City of Cupertino. Not only are we supported financially, but I know that city staffs, council members have been involved as volunteers in our program. We have received free rent in one of the most difficult rental time in Silicon Valley for the past 13 years. We've been located at Quinlan Community Center. It's truly, truly an amazing community effort. And I want to thank Carol Atwood for all her work, fantastic financing, and all her work to make this possible. Anyone else that I haven't thanked? Thank you, everyone, and if I miss you, know that we thank you. Thank you for being here. At this point, I would like to invite Don Allen, Tom Hall, Michael Chang, Mary Ellen Chell for the ribbon cutting, and I would like current and former CCS boards to join us. It's going to be everybody, so if you can come. And before we do that, I just want to remind you that we have our banner here. We would love for you to sign a good wish for us, and we're going to hang it up as a piece of art in our room. Please give yourself self-guided tours. There are apartments available for you to visit. And the upstairs room, there's some pictures that we put up, and please give yourself a guided tour. And just let me mention a little bit about the apartment. I forgot to mention. We have 24 apartment units here. 12 one-bedroom, 12 two-bedrooms. There were over 370 applicants. Currently, we have 3 families that are already in, so as you look, please be aware that some families have already moved in. And we had hoped for an applicant or a resident to come and join us today to speak, but they are all either at work or they are in school, so they cannot be here. But I have to tell you, they are so delighted. If you can just see the faces of people getting into units, and they are so delighted, and everybody is so thrilled. Once again, thank you so much. And we're going to do the final bit, which is the ribbon cutting.
We're coming from this way or
Board
that way?
member. That's you.
I think the cameras are over there.
Yeah, now these guys have the scissors cut from the back.
Don?
Don?
Don, I think they want you to be a cutter.
I just ease over here. You don't really think those scissors are going to work, do you?
I think you've got to come to this side of the river.
Don, come on up here and hey, get the reels. Maybe, Michael, you can get up there. Hold, yeah, just maybe hold part of this.
Well, you got the real scissors. Good.
Let Don have the reels.
We know who does the real work here.
We know who raised the money.
Are you ready for this?